You are now tuned in to the Healing Hotgirl podcast, made for women who are finally giving themselves permission to show up as the women they always knew they could be. If you're here, that means you're ready for an upgrade. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. Hey, Healing Hotgirls, and welcome back to the next episode of the podcast. So, I'm here simply because we made a TikTok yesterday, and I wanted to just make an episode based on that because I feel like this conversation needs to be had. So in the TikTok, I said,
why does nobody talk about how long it takes for you to come back to yourself when you dealt with somebody who you had to diminish your self-worth to be with? Like, no, seriously, this needs to be a conversation because I didn't realize that I dimmed my light, I watered myself down, I completely hid my personality to deal with somebody and fuck with somebody, and they wasn't even really fucking with me like that for real. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, bro, coming out of that was a lot. Like, when you actually decide, like, okay, I'm done, enough is enough, that's a big step. And then to stay away, and then to try to rebuild your life, figure out what the fuck is next, figure out what parts of you is you. Like, nobody really talks about the healing journey in depth like that.
I feel like in this day and age, everyone has, prided themselves on being the comeback queen, the bounce back queen, Mrs. Get My Lick Back, Mrs. Last Laugh, all of the little things just to show that you got one up on the person that you were just with. First of all, love that for you, right? But I also feel like some of y'all is lying. I feel like some of you guys are lying and you're trying to mask the hurt by showing that you are doing better. And I'm speaking from experience because I used to post things simply for the fact that, oh yeah, if he look on my page, he gonna see that I'm winning. If he look on my, and I used to post things with that intention. But that's not how I wanted to live my life. Like, I didn't want to post everything as a get back or post everything just, in case he came looking. Girl, I want to be able to freely live my life without the ties. I don't care who looking, I don't care who watching, I'm doing me regardless, right? That's really what I wanted. And it took me a while to get there because, babe, listen, when you come out of something, you like, oh, I'm gonna make you regret that. That's at least me. Are we gonna be real or what? That's really all I was thinking. Oh, I'm gonna make you regret that. Yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Once I say it's lit, it's a wrap. Once I say it's lit, I'm like, oh yeah, it's lit. It's a wrap for you. But I was still in the mindset of like vengefulness. Like, I have to prove myself. I have to prove the fact that I'm doing better. I have to prove the fact that I came out on top. And I feel like if you really, really came out on top, you don't have to prove anything. You don't. Because at the end of the day, you know what you put in, you know what you gave, and you know how you showed up. So it's like, yeah, I mean, what are we really talking about? I did want to just say that when it does take you a little while longer to get over someone, be gentle with yourself. I really just want to say be gentle to yourself throughout the entire process. And I know me telling y'all to show yourselves grace is not enough, but I do want to just, get a little vulnerable with this episode because I just want to share how I was showing myself grace. So honestly, I feel like it was throughout the whole 20. So from 2021, COVID happened in 2020, right? So around 2020 to 2023, I was in a situation where I let myself love a person. If y'all knew me before this, I was in my F-girl stage. And that doesn't mean I was sleeping with doesn't mean I was sleeping with different men, because I was not. I was entertaining different men, though. There's a difference. I was texting everybody. I ain't have no feelings. I was talking to you, and didn't care about it. Didn't feel no remorse. It was like I was detached from everything. I felt like I was in such control because I'm like, these guys do it. Why not do it myself? But later I realized that that's not in me to be like that. It's not in me. Okay, because I don't like talking to more than one person, because if I'm mad at you, now I'm over here mad at him and he trying to figure out why I'm mad at him, and I can't tell him that I'm mad at you, and it's a lot of energy work, And then also when I started to learn more about energy when it came to my healing journey, it's like I don't want to entertain too many energies because I don't know what other energies y'all entertaining, and then what else you got going on. It's a lot, right? So from there's just been this on and off healing process, because there was a time where I used to go back and forth. I want you, I don't want you. I want you, I don't. And I feel like that happened because Well, I feel like that had to happen because I had to really be done. Like, I had to really be fed up. And even when I was fully done, because I was still hoping to get a message, I was still hoping to get some point of contact, but I would never reach out, which is great on my part. I used to make myself feel bad for the fact that I still wanted some type of connection, but I realized that it wasn't necessarily about the person when it came to that. It was more so like you're seeking companionship, but I didn't realize that until 2023. So for the 2 years, I'm going back and forth in my mind. I'm like, I'm not talking to nobody, I'm not entertaining nobody. And it might seem like, oh yeah, she's, I don't want to say wholesome, but like, she's really on her shit. She not talking to nobody, she not entertaining nobody. I like her. But it was more so like, I'm waiting on my nigga to come back and get me. Not for real. I was like, I'm waiting on my nigga to come back and get me. So I'm not entertaining nothing because I'm waiting on my man to come back and get me. But once he gets shit together. It honestly took me a little while to realize that that time was never coming. But once I realized that that time was never coming, I started to get flashbacks of the not so happy moments of the relationship. You know how when you're in a relationship and you have, you experience trauma or you experience the situation and you bury it or like you cover it up and you like ignore it so that you can stay with the person longer. Yeah, those moments started to come up and uproot and take heed in my life. So now I'm dealing with what I didn't deal with then now. So for me to get through it, it literally took faith, y'all. Listen, crying when you want to cry, feeling when you want to feel, journaling when you want to journal, going down the rabbit hole of your emotions, allowing yourself to feel it, allowing yourself to feel the loneliness, allowing yourself to feel the anger, allowing yourself to feel the hurt, allowing yourself to just feel those emotions that you had pent up or that you buried aside. And there's literally no other way to it. There's literally no other way to do it but to feel it. Because the more you prolong, the more you hold back, the more you bury, the more it's going to come up, the more it's going to take a toll on you when it comes up. I personally want to be light as a feather. I don't want to hold on to anything. Okay? So I'm going to forgive everybody I need to forgive right now. I'm going to, I'm going to go through the process now so that I can be light as a feather when my time comes. Giving yourself permission to feel that, Like, I might still love this person even after everything they did to me. I might still care about this person. I might still not wish this person harm. Like, there's so many different things that can come up when you're in a situation like this, and you just need to be open to the fact that you might be feeling something other than, oh, I need to glow up on you, I need to shit on you. And from there, we just moved into the, okay, what's next, right? Because we can't sit here and fester on this all day for the rest of our lives. We can't. And honestly, we're not going to do that. So we have to figure out what's next. We have to focus on us. We have to find a way to pour into our cup in a way that helps us to take our power back, because that's exactly what this is. You're taking your power back. You're retaking control of the situation. What do you start doing? Maybe you start going to the gym, right? Because you want to change or keep up with your body image. Maybe you start eating healthier. Maybe you do a lifestyle change and now you only eat pescatarian. A pescatarian diet. Maybe you are changing careers because now you realize like this job isn't really what you want to do. Maybe you realize you need to start over completely and you switch states. Maybe even switch countries. Maybe you need to go on a tour and go from country to country to see what else is out there in the world. Whatever your experience is and whatever you feel called to do, do that. Even if it's like me and you decide to pick up hella hobbies, do that, okay? Because listen, something great might come out of that, but also it's a learning curve for yourself. It's an opportunity for you to learn yourself again. It's kind of like a reintroduction back to yourself, And I feel like it helps. It helps because in those moments, sometimes you might think about the past, but it's like, damn. And then you'll come to a point where you start to see that it doesn't affect you as much as it used to. It doesn't have as much of a hold on you as it did before. When you think about the past, it doesn't necessarily make you go into remission, or it doesn't make you break down, or it doesn't, hurt as much. And that's the point we're looking to get to, because it's like now we can say that we experienced this and we could stand 10 toes down on it and know that we successfully got through the experience. I really just want us to learn to be gentle with ourselves in this healing process, because it's okay if it takes you a little bit longer. People will tell you, "Oh, you need to be over that. You ain't over there by now," and they haven't realized that they're still thinking about the one that got away, or they haven't realized that they're still thinking about and romanticizing that high school love. So just take your time, girl. And even if you don't even have to tell anybody that you are still, thinking about this person or having these memories, or, you know, just experiencing this is more so a personal thing. I feel like when you deal with it alone, well, it's not really alone, it's you and God. When you just deal with it in the privacy of yourself, I feel like it turns out better. You actually start to see the growth more so, because it's like you don't have to hear your friends judging perspectives. You don't have to hear, "Oh, you not over that yet," or, "Oh, we gonna get you up under someone else." No, babe, I want to sit in this, okay? I want to get everything I'm supposed to get out of this. Only revisit the past when you're looking to learn something, okay? Because I spent too much time revisiting the past to try and figure out new ways of punishing myself for what took place. Yes. A lot of us can punish ourselves for what happened in the past. And yes, a lot of people have bad moments. Everyone has bad moments. And even when it comes to relationships, we all have said things that we regret. We all have said things that we didn't really mean. Like, there's so much that comes into it, but it's about forgiving yourself and showing yourself some freaking grace. You don't have to continue punishing yourself for something you've done in the past. You can forgive yourself. You literally can forgive yourself today. And forgiving yourself is not once I forgive myself process. It's like you forgiving someone who cheated on you. You verbally forgave yourself, and now you have to actually take the steps in forgiving yourself. So now you have to figure out how to rebuild that trust. You have to figure out how to listen to yourself more, how to show up for yourself again, how to be there, how to trust your intuition, how to, there's so many different things that come with it. And I feel as if it all stems from gentleness. I feel like the whole point of the healing process is to teach us gentleness. It's to teach us gentleness, because it's so easy for us to bash ourselves. And I hate that society has just normalized this. You can throw out a hate comment quicker than you can throw out a compliment. You can throw out a critique quicker than you can throw out a congratulations. You can throw out so many other things. You can just pinpoint so many things that's wrong with it, as opposed to the highlights. I really just want us to be gentle with ourselves in this healing process, because it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it. That's why still some people out here hurting people just for the sake of doing it, And you got to understand that it's not you. That's literally their nature. You can't control it. You can't fix it. And I don't see why you would want to, because it's going to break you down trying to get them together. And they already don't want to do the work. I really hope y'all felt me. I hope y'all understood this. I hope y'all gained something from it. Like, grace is one of them ones, girl. If your healing process takes more time than others, that's okay. That's your business, like Auntie Tab said. That's your business. And it's okay if something still hurts you years later, because it's like, why would you do that? I understand. Like, I'm here with y'all on that. I understand. It is okay, as long as you're being gentle. So, I love y'all. I'm so proud of y'all for how far y'all have come, and I can't wait until I see y'all in the next episode. Don't forget that hot girls need healing too, but that's okay, because that's what we're here for. Gentle. Be gentle, okay? I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.